Line put a beat down on USF because they were soft.
And they ran for a season-high 434 yards. Perry instead will pass on first down. Backside pressure. He floats it. Wide open. Dropped by Michael Cooper.
Familiar with the concept of catching it a lot.
Jalen Monroe did have a free shot at Malcolm Perry, too. Inside run, Nelson Smith, the fullback. The green wave. And here's Perry back under center. Carruthers still in at fullback. And a little flip to Carruthers. He's got speed. And the slight hesitation wins him the first down. He's got to show the hands.
Look at that space up front that Tulane is giving Navy.
Deep drop. Perry doesn't have much. He'll try to improvise, and he gets hit a couple of times. Only a couple of yards there by 30.
Last year, this defense held Navy to 117 yards rushing.
Off the motion. Perry keeps. His shake lost the first man. He carries Chase Kirshen a couple.
Tulane is off the ball. That gives that line a running start.
And the spot has them a little closer. Perry to throw on third and short. 1-footed, lobs it. Carruthers nearly intercepted. Jumped and
very aggressive, showing blitz, but bringing blitz. Right now showing 7 up.
They go for it on fourth and short off the fake. Perry, does he have it?
Nope.
Forward progress, I think he does. Forward progress is given
it in second and long and third and long. That's prime attack area.
Tulane's been attacking Perry. He's been under duress today. The inside run, Nelson Smith, free runner. Nobody home, 52 yards, touchdown. Jamel Carruthers. Incomplete from Perry on the first possession.
One was a legitimate drop. The other one was a heavy pressure.
Here it's the pitch, and Tulane sniffed that out. All over Carruthers.
Getting closer to the ball, so I would anticipate Navy keep coming off and teeing off on this defensive line.
And they got a critical fourth down on that last drive. 8 plays with 1 biggie on the ground. Here's a pitch. And the run game outside the numbers. Chase Sports Network. Out of a Navy called timeout. Was that about the defensive front for Tulane? Toss to Nelson Smith, and he gets hammered. Hard shoulder by respect between Ken Niumatalolo and his counterpart Willie Fritz. Perry, third pass attempt of the game, taking a deep shot one-on-one, incomplete. Looking for Ryan Mitchell, and that one characteristically great passing games the last 2 meetings.
Yeah, 8 completions and 206 yards passing last year.
Here the inside run, an extra few after the initial contact. Cameron Sample held in high esteem by Willie Fritz, who said there are similarities to Army, but it's different. Inside run, and that's another first down. Malik.
Look how far off those D linemen are. That's a great run and start.
A yard shy of 100. Backside pressure. Perry gets through it. Makes another man miss. Some friendly fire and then taken out after he expect a lot more of the inside run game from the fullback.
I would absolutely anticipate running between the tackles.
We'll go to the edge on the toss here. Carruthers, who has the speed, is in, and Carruthers has a first down. P.J. Hall latched onto his back. Been heavy run, yes, but there have been a few other would-be pass attempts for Perry. Takes this one following the fullback. Tried to slip through, but that's a good job of tackling there by Malik Lawal.
Out at you. They definitely jumped out at Tulane.
And they'll be on CBS Sports Network in Tulsa later tonight. Inside run again! Carruthers! Second time in the first quarter. Another touchdown. 35.
Much for the average.
Carruthers averaging 22 a carry. Perry following Nelson Smith. He gets shouldered hard. That'll be part of the goal.
And keeping the other guy on the sideline.
Second down at 5. Look at that difference in total yards. Some space with the inside run. Cameron Sample. Third down at less than a yard. Inside, Nelson Smith. He's got the 28, and that's good for the first. Devon Wright.
I think the run's working. Higgins and company are blocking. Keep with that.
Perry fades back.
Of course.
Long launch to Cooper. Caught. Over the top. 4 attempts. One a drop by Cooper earlier. Motion by Williams, who gets fed. He can pass. His third pass of the year. Chance Warren overshot him. Incomplete. Coverage pretty good there from Jalen Monroe.
Get it. Or just pull it down and run.
Threw a touchdown to O.J. Davis last week. Here the inside run. Tulane arrives to smother. Let's take a
100%.
You think they follow Carruthers? No. Perry's going to throw. Wide open. It's Carruthers. Same spot, but in the air instead of the ground. 31 yards. The Jamel Carruthers Show. In major market publications. Heard you on some other radio stations talking about your Niners. Well, Navy back to the field. You feel like Tulane needs to turn Navy over. Here's the pitch. Taj Malloy makes the first two miss. P.J. Hall, though, gets some help.
And they need somebody to actually be covering down the field if it breaks the line of scrimmage. And the offense has to stay on the field.
Perry sees the seam, so he bursts right through, and he nearly gets the first.
Back there to get him.
Now, if you're Navy, do you get a little greedy? Do you take a shot here in 2nd and 2? Perry, instead, the push inside, and Smith bounces off the first hit. Nelson Smith tripped up just shy of the 20.
The Navy is one of the better teams in the country in red zone scoring.
Nelson Smith knocked out at the 15 by Patrick Johnson.
Junction point, maybe rip a ball out, but they need to stop this offense, get them off the field.
Perry, the pitch. And Chase Kirshen, the wrap.
Yeah, he doesn't play defense, though. He's a running back.
How do they stop Navy? Oh, perfectly timed to Nelson Smith, and a good hit leveled there by Takarius.
It's such an unconventional offense. It's what makes it so tough.
This time, Carruthers read a little better. The ankle grab
team or something back in the day.
So this is like the new red zone for Navy, like 5 yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, somewhere near the logo.
Toss play. Carruthers doesn't have a whole lot. He's going to lose yards. Patrick Johnson went on David Forney. Tulane has not been whistled yet. It is among the most penalized teams in America. Bit of a draw for Perry, and Tulane saw that coming. 14. Total yards at this point, 158. 144 yards. We still have 4:19 to go in the quarter, but Perry takes off. Adjusts mid-flight. Oh my goodness, it gets smashed by Cameron. Snaps.
Well, they still have another bye down the road before Notre Dame to bathe them in ice.
Gonna throw here, he's pressured, and he's down. Hit the
way they were. It's not high tech. It's not flashy, but it's been effective.
Tulane's got the game's only remaining timeout this half. Nelson Smith is nothing. They knew the run was coming there. Marvin. You wonder how aggressive they get. Tulane's got one timeout, time ticking, under 2.5. Perry, he can only do so much. Jeffrey Johnson, the second man. Turnover by the Green Wave, each on interceptions thrown by Justin McMillan. Malcolm Perry, in the shadows of the goalpost, gets a couple of yards. Malik.
Navy cooperated by trying to pass the way they did in those last couple of possessions.
Giant disparity in rush yards. Nelson Smith, they knew that was coming. It feels like, particularly who started every game but one as a freshman. He's now a true sophomore.
It was DeAndre Williams from the end that made that last tackle.
Inside here, Jeffrey Johnson smothers. Only a
music, life, and football, and said if he had the opportunity to do it again, he totally would. A cheek swab can save a life, and Willie Fritz looking to bring it to his program in the spring for the whole team to participate.
Appreciate that. Big. 2nd down and 14. Motion from Makekau. Perry doesn't have a whole lot. He has to improvise, and he's an artist when it comes to that. Limited options, try to extend the ball. Some contact
of Tulane. That's gone. That is not happening right now.
See the contrast for Perry in his production today. Dangerous ball intercepted. P.J. Hall, the first turnover for Navy, and the Green Wave. Before last week, he's now got 3 interceptions and a lost fumble in the last couple of games. Perry trying to keep, shielding the ball, shoulder down by P.J. Hall from 21 to win a game. That was against Houston earlier in the campaign. Inside run, some trouble there with the mesh, and then stood up strong by Malik Lawal. 5 third down attempts after beginning 5 of 6. Entered the game at 50%, 8th best in the country. Perry to throw. Carruthers picks up the blitz. Perry hit to Cooper, who's manhandled.
Game.
There are the numbers in the second. Jamel Carruthers, he was the star in the first quarter. We've seen more Nelson Smith since, but Carruthers
in this game, and unbelievable blocking and running the first quarter, but it's been non-existent lately.
Perry, bit of a later pitch. Not much there in terms of numbers. The third down arrives.
Ian Johnson, 77 at the nose.
Perry under center. Toss right, Carruthers, who's got the speed. And Carruthers gets tracked down. He's going to get stopped. No gain. Offense on the field. Going for it on fourth down inside of the 35. Perry the push. He's got it. First down. Lawrence Graham.
I don't throw the ball anymore. I think you're asking for trouble if you throw the ball.
Jamel Carruthers spun to the 40.
Team, I know one thing. The Oregon Ducks out on the West Coast are cheering their tails off for Auburn. They had that loss earlier.
You can see the feathers flapping. Tulane fell to Auburn as well. Carruthers falls after mighty effort.
Backed up even further, you're going to go for it on four.
The numbers from Carruthers front-loaded in the first quarter. Perry right back to him. He takes a hard lick. He's going to be short at the 45.
That is short, Jeff. There is no pad. They're up tight. Here come the linebackers over the top.
Hard cadence by Perry.
Trying to draw him off.
Perry, he's got it. Big push on the right side of the line. That's 3 yards. 22 yards on 8 plays. Navy is 3 for 3 on fourth down. 2 conversions this drive. Perry sold the fake. Oh, he sold the fake. Malcolm Perry into the red zone. Drive. With Williams in motion, the inside give. Carruthers! He owned the first quarter, and he gives Navy a fourth quarter lead. Tolola has told us on the grass on the practice field, he's converted from mid-50s plus.
That's a long way to run if you're not going to pass.
Malcolm Perry, his shiftiness, they have 1 timeout and a very short 2. Perry to throw. Now has to improvise on the ground. Wisely gets downs and gets the first down. Larry Bryant helped him out of play.
Got to find a way to contain and turn him back inside and keep this clock running.
Perry sold the fake to Carruthers. Hall, though, sniffed out Perry, whose second effort. Where is the spot? It looks like around the marker. P.J. Hall the stop.
It's going to be a
Perry under center. Out of the Tulane timeout. Perry to throw. Backside pressure. Perry slips through. Evades another hit. He's got the first down. And they're in field goal range. 13 seconds. Navy's got 1 timeout.
Get down. 49-yard field goal right now.
21-yard run by Perry. 12 seconds. They sell to Carruthers. And Perry gets popped at the 31 by